I just finished reading the second book in the Emily Wilde series, and you cannot tell me the author didn't picture anime-style characters in her head. This book is such a great follow-up to the first Emily Wilde. I would say I even enjoyed it more than the first one. This is the only fairy book I've read in the past 5 years. Actually, just ever. I don't read fairy books often, and I know this is cozy fantasy as well, and I am loving this genre. I want to talk about 3 things in this video: romance, story and writing, and also at the end I thought we'd have some fun and generate some anime images based off the characters in this book. But let's start with story and writing. So the whimsical nature of this story and the world definitely falls into the tone of Studio Ghibli, Howl's Moving Castle, Spirit Away vibes. I gave this a 4.5 out of 5. The reason I couldn't give it 5 out of 5 is essentially this is a journal. Emily Wilde is writing in her journal and we are reading her journal as she's going through the adventures her and Wembley go through in this book. I find just sometimes during the more high intense action scenes, it kind of takes me out of the story just because I know the characters have already gone through it, and so I know we're reading something that's already kind of happened, and for some reason it just takes me out of it. But then on other occasions it doesn't feel like you're reading a journal at all. I think it kind of can break the flow. I actually prefer it being less like a written journal. It's definitely less like a written journal than the first Emily Wilde. Without giving it too much away, I definitely enjoy where the story is heading. I can't wait for the third book. I think the progression of the story makes sense and the progression of the characters as well. What's so great about this book is it can go from super funny and lighthearted to, oh my god, this fairy is literally ripping someone to shreds and it's so creepy. How does Emily Wilde do this so perfectly? I don't know, but I love it. But can we be honest, fairies have no business being as creepy as they are in this book. Romance. I'm always a sucker for a really great romance subplot, and this Emily Wilde book has a lot more romance than the first one. So if you're missing some of the romance in the first one, you're definitely going to enjoy the second one a lot more. I know I did. So the main romance in this, of course, is Emily Wilde and Wembley, who is a fairy. What I find really interesting just about Wembley and his powers is that they're just so random. You don't really know the extent of his abilities. Like in the book, he just conjures up a castle out of nowhere, and you're just like, cool, okay. I was giggling at the banter, the intimate moments. I love how Emily always surprises Wembley all the time. I also love that they both have to save each other time and time again. At one moment, Wembley's always saving Emily, and then at the other moment, Emily's saving Wembley. It's amazing. I love it. They just have each other's backs, and that's what I really like about this relationship. Okay, now let's get to the fun part. So we've generated some AI images using ChatGPT, and oh my god, this is so cute. Look at those two. The fairies look way too innocent in this, but I think this captures them. I like this one a bit better in terms of the color and art style, but Wembley looks really old here. And then we've got this one. I think this one's so cute. I don't know who the guy in the back is, so let's pretend he's actually not there. Then picture Emily writing in her journal and Shadow is next to her, wrong color but still so cute. And then this is another kind of style of Emily and Wendell, and then this one is meant to be that fox fairy. And then as you go up, we've got our 2 main characters fighting it together, and that owl there is a little bit of a nod to those who have read the book. Obviously not as scary, but a nod to that particular fairy. Let me know, which one do you like best? They're all pretty good. Let me know your thoughts about Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands if you have read this. Be sure to like and subscribe to this channel, and I'll talk to you soon. My name is Michelle.
I'm Samantha.
And this is Book Clubbers, keeping you updated on the latest books, book news, adaptations, topics, and drama.